I'm here with Sarah Idan, Miss Universe Iraq 2017. Can you tell my followers, please, the short version of your story?
What happened? So I was representing Iraq in Miss Universe pageant, and I took a picture with Miss Israel that only said peace and love from Miss Iraq and Miss Israel. And because of that, my family had to leave the country. They got death threats, and I'm not allowed to go back to Iraq. They revoked my Iraqi citizenship. And
sounds reasonable. Sounds very reasonable.
Which is something they haven't even done against the founder of ISIS.
Right, what did you say? The founder of ISIS died with his Iraqi passport.
He died with his Iraqi citizenship, but they thought I was more dangerous than him. And basically, with all the hate that I was getting, and people started conspiracy theories saying she's Jewish, she's Mossad.
You're not Jewish, for the record.
I'm not. I'm Muslim. But, you know, witnessing all the anti-Semitism because people thought I was Jewish, so I was literally getting the anti-Semitism that a Jewish person would get. And I just couldn't believe it. I had no idea that it was that bad. And then I decided to go to Israel to learn more. And of course, you know, I loved it, and I realized it was completely different than what we were taught in Arab countries. And so because of that, and because I spoke at the UN about peace with Israel, they introduced a law in Iraq for any Iraqi who has any relations with Israelis, whether online or offline, death sentence. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So what is your message to people who are misunderstanding everything happening now since October 7th?
I think many people, they don't understand the conflict because they are not from the region. They are not born into that religion. And I keep saying that to people, that the same people who are killing Israelis, Hamas, are the same people who killed more Muslims than anyone in history. You know, Hamas is like ISIS. That mentality have ruined all the Arab countries. People always say why the Middle East is in such a mess. It's because we have radical Islam with power messing up our countries. So please do not support terrorism. Do not support, because Hamas is ruining the lives not only of Israelis but for the people in Gaza, for the Palestinians, and their ideology is very dangerous to everyone in the world.
That's the part that I just don't think people understand, is that they think you can reason with them. They think that the conditions in Gaza are the reason they're doing this. They don't realize that they're educated from birth. Their belief is they must die to kill Israelis, to get all of the land back, every inch of it back, for only themselves.
That is true, but it's also, I think it's mostly because they hate the Jews, and they think any non-Muslim should be killed. That's, you know, their belief.
And not just Israelis, the whole West, everyone who's not Muslim, every Christian in the world.
And, you know, Jews, it's only because they are in the Middle East and they are close to them, but their ultimate goal is that, especially the Muslim Brotherhood, which, you know, it's responsible for Hamas and they fund Hamas, their ultimate goal is global Islam. And they already, they gave, how much they gave? $300 million to our schools here, like to Penn University and like in Harvard and all of that. They spend so much money in putting professors who work for the Muslim Brotherhood to brainwash the people about what's going on and tell you that, you know, Hamas are freedom fighters. They are not. They are not.
Sarah, if you're going to bring facts to this conversation, I'm going to end this right now. I am not interested in facts. We want to keep not being knowledgeable. I'm done.